Hey y'all, Bill, the Hall of Fame collector here. Another video. Guys, this is Super Collectors Unite, a unique place for super collectors to show off their collections, discuss things, and so on and so forth. First started out with a Facebook group. So if you guys are interested in this, please like and subscribe here on YouTube and maybe join the Facebook group, Super Collectors Unite. I myself am a Maddux super collector. I collect specifically 1994 to 2001, and I want to get every single Maddux card. That's the thing with super collectors. It's above and beyond just a normal collection. You need to have a little bit of crazy, a little bit of passion in you to do this. I have a finite list of items, and as I check off, the percent complete increases. So I'm after base cards still. I'm still after, you know, really hard cards, things I'll probably never see. But there's always hope, and that's the beauty in the hunt. So I'm on here, and again, looking to post my favorite Maddux card in the collection. So here we go. Okay, here we are. This is where I shoot my videos as usual. But before I show you my favorite Greg Maddux card in my super collection, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel, Super Collectors Unite. They also have a Facebook group, which is another great place to share your collection or just admire other people's collections. We like showing off our stuff, and there's not enough people out there that respect this sort of thing. And so, you know, if you like it, be sure to follow. Myself included, Bill the HOF collector. I do Maddux and arguably another super collection, basketball and baseball, Hall of Fame autographs. So again, here we go. Favorite Maddux card in my collection, 1994 through 01, 90s inserts. 98, maybe the best year of 90s inserts, arguably. And this is one of the greatest inserts sets. It's the Donruss Crusade, and this product was actually split across, wasn't just one Donruss product that had these. It was split across multiple different products that they came out with. I can't remember the specifics, but it just intensified the chase for collectors. And the most common here is the green out of 250. They're serial numbered. The purple out of 100. And then the very expensive, very hard to find red out of just 25. Again, serial numbered. But what many people don't realize is that there were some prototypes. And let me back up a little bit here. Half of the checklist had this background. It's kind of like, you know, you can see the background. It's more or less they call this like the base card background. Half of the checklist had that background, and half of the checklist had this background. It's a call to arms background. So the Donruss's intent was to then create more products, and if your player had already had this version, they were going to release these versions in the future products. If the player had this version pack issued, then these would be the ones that would come out in the future, and it would be these that would be the prototypes at the time. They went bankrupt. So that being said, there was a version for every player that was a prototype. For Greg Maddux, it's the Call to Arms. And so let me show you these crazy prototypes. There's no numbering on the back, okay? That's the Call to Arms blue, green. This is the Call to Arms purple. And my favorite Greg Maddux card in the collection, as this falls over, is the Call to Arms red. Again, no serial number. Crusades are one of the best 90s inserts there are. Again, highly sought after. The reds are tremendously expensive. Believe it or not, there are only 2 green prototypes known to exist for every player. There's only 1 purple prototype. And of course, there's only 1 red prototype known to exist for each player. So these are in essence, both here on the right-hand side in the middle, one of ones. I just prefer the red, obviously, because of the lure of red being the hardest ones. And so that is my favorite Greg Maddux card. Is it because it's the most expensive? No. When you're a super collector, you learn to appreciate both base cards, cheap parallels, cheap inserts, and the very expensive stuff. There's always a pesky card that's just, a common card for everybody else, but it's just so hard for your player. I've come to actually appreciate the boring cards that are rare, actually, believe it or not. And so that's a thing that separates these super collectors versus just someone who just wants the fancy stuff. So in any event, only one of these, Call of Arms. When I first started super collecting Maddux, I had won a card on eBay. I believe it was eBay. And I messaged the person. They had listed 2 or 3 good Maddux cards. I had messaged them, hey, do you have any other Maddux cards? They wrote back, yeah, we have a whole list. Let me send you a spreadsheet. So that was the first collection I ever picked. And he had a whole list of amazing, amazing cards. And he had already sold a lot of amazing things. But he had these 3. And he had a ridiculous price. He knew what it was. And it was a ridiculous price. And this is a few years ago. So this is, I would say expensive for now and expensive for then, I would say. Maybe not expensive for now. So at the time, I didn't really respect it. I totally no, I'm not going to get that. No way. That's stupid. But then as time grew on and moved on, and I sort of was like, wow, maybe I should get this. And then I learned that true 1-of-1s and crusades are the big things. And so I threw offers. Every couple months, I followed up with the guy. Offer, offer, offer. We went 2 years back and forth with offers. We came close a few times and then not. It was right before a national, believe it or not, that I decided to show him some other cards in my collection that I was willing to perhaps, move. And one of them was a Sandy Koufax rookie, low grade, maybe a 3 or 4. That plus cash, some cash. And believe it or not, he said, that sounds like it might be a plan. He was going to the National, I was going to the National. So obviously, super hyped about the show itself, but man, I just knew that he was bringing these cards. I was going to bring my cards, and we were going to sit down, and sure enough, right next to the hot dog stand, there we are. Everyone's, getting all cheesy fried fingers, and here we are handling these amazing cards, and we struck a deal where I handed him cash plus the Sandy Koufax, and I got these 3. And so it was a 2+ years of kind of trying to make this work, and I cannot be more thrilled. I mean, it was the biggest hunt of my life, and that's something that with super collectors, you're chasing some of the craziest stuff. And like I said, someone always has, if there's something, a card that you really want, they have leverage over you potentially, but patience played out for me, and I landed these 3, and unbelievable. Again, that being my favorite card in the collection, the Call of Arms Crusade Prototype 1-of-1 from 1998. So thanks y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Super Collectors Unite. Great group of people. And y'all take care.